Okay, in this question for part 1, we are supposed to find this angle MLN. Okay, and if you are able to tell this diagram here, there are two right angle triangles, okay, overlapping each other. First is this triangle MNH. The other right angle triangle will be MLN. Okay, so these two are right angle triangles. So if we want to find this unknown angle MLN, as what the question part 1 requested, we have to use the big right angle triangle. Okay, so we look at the big triangle triangle, we only have one side that is given to us. This is hypotenuse, okay, to the big right angle triangle. So we have to be able to either find MN or NL. Okay, but if we look at the diagram, we will have it will be easier for us to find MN here. Okay, because this is one side that belongs to the small angle triangle and we have enough information. We have 38 degrees and we have 92. So we find the side MN first using this smaller right angle triangle. Okay, so cosine 38 degrees. Right, this side is adjacent, this side is hypotenuse, right, to the right, smaller right angle triangle. So MN over 9.2. Okay, so if we multiply 9.2 across, we will get 9.2 times cosine 38 degrees. So this value here, if you press it on your calculator, okay, you obtain it, it will be your length of MN. Alright, so you may choose to leave it like this because eventually you will still need to use this MN here for your calculation of angle MLN. Okay, MLN. So now since we know this side MN, okay, and this side MN to the big right angle triangle is opposite to our angle MLN. So now this is opposite. So we use sine, okay, of angle MLN will be equals to opposite, which is our side MN, over the hypotenuse 15.5. Okay, so to get angle MLN, we use inverse sine. Okay, MN will be 9.2 times cosine 38 degrees over 15.5. Okay, so if you evaluate this using a calculator, you get 27.88656 degrees. So if we round this off to one decimal place, because this is angles in degree, we always round off to one decimal place, we'll get 27.9. Alright, so this is for question for part 1. Next, in part 2, we are supposed to find the length of NL. Okay, but what we know, we can't find the length of okay, we are supposed to find HL. Sorry. Okay, we are supposed to find this length HL. Okay, but we do not have enough information to evaluate directly. But what we know is that NL can be found because this is part of the size of this big right angle triangle here. So if we find NL and then we subtract NH, because we also have enough information in this smaller triangle to find NH. Okay, so we find the longer side, subtract this shorter side, NH, we will be able to get HL. Okay, so to find NL, we can make use of the big right angle triangle. We have already found MN in part 1. Okay, so we use the hypotenuse 15.5 square, okay, equals to MN squared plus NL squared. Alright, so in order to get NL, okay, we can use 15.5, square root of 15.5 minus MN. Okay, so our MN is found over here. Okay, we can use this 9.2 cosine 38 degrees. Okay, whatever the your calculator gives you as the exact value, you square it. Okay, and use 15.5 to subtract, and you square root the whole sum. So you will get NL is 13.70006. Okay, so at this point here, I do not round off to 3SF because this is not the answer that the question wants from you. Okay, this is just part of your working towards finding HL. So NL we leave it to 5 decimal place. Okay, so next we have to find this length NH. So in order to get the length of HL, so what we can use is information from this small triangle. Okay, NH is opposite of 38 degrees and 9.2 is hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse, we can use sine 38 degrees. Okay, equals to NH over 9.2. So NH in 9.2 times sine 38 degrees. Okay, so this value, if you press in your calculator, it is going to give you the value, numerical number value of the length NH. Okay, but that's not what the question wants here. The question wants HL, so we have to do one more step working to find HL. Okay, where we use NL 13.70006, we subtract NH 9.2 sine 38 degrees. Okay, so you just calculate in your calculator, we will get 8.03598 rounded off. Okay, this is the length, so we round off to 3 decimal place, 8.04 cm to 3 significant figures. Okay, remember to use as exact values as you can in your calculation here. Alright, a lot of students have a habit of rounding off to 3SF in everything that they calculate. Eventually, their answer will be wrong. It will not be accurate because all this, eventually they are calculating using rounded off values. So their answer eventually will be wrong. So preserve the accuracy as much as possible. Use exact values until the very last step.